So, do we need to introduce ourselves a little
I
bit?
don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, don't need the introduction. So, okay. So, before starting a conversation, I would tell you that we will speak on like the moral values.
Hmm.
Okay. Because
Lovely.
yeah, because it's a need of the hour. I know the children, they are not taught in the school as well as at home. Okay.
Hmm.
But if I tell you in our days when I was a child, so we had one period of moral science that time,
Really.
you know. Yeah, I think nowadays such a syllabus is not there for moral science actually. Your video stuck.
Hello. Yeah.
Geeta, 1 minute. Geeta, 1 minute. Because no, I have to join the both the videos. Come on, let's start again once more. Because I'm not
So
able to do that. You know, for me it's very difficult. Okay, so once again, because as we have started right now, so again we will start. Okay. So hello Geeta, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. And how about you, ma'am?
Yes, I'm also pretty good. So I think we don't need the introduction, is it?
Yes, actually, I don't think that because mostly our viewers know to each other. Yeah.
Yes, right, right. So
Actually,
today,
ma'am.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you carry on. Yes, carry on.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, as I am thinking that nowadays, today's generation is going in that manner. They are just forgetting all their values, what
Right,
they should done and what they should not done, how they should behave in front of others, they in front of elders as well.
yeah,
But they are just doing whatever they want to do.
right,
They are the master of their own wishes, isn't it?
correct. Right, right, very true, very true, absolutely. So nowadays it's the need of the hour, I would say. And as I
Hmm.
mentioned earlier also that today our generation needs to develop in themselves those values which are
Hmm.
perfectly needed these days. Okay, but if I tell
Really.
you, like in the if we go many years back, you know, long ago in our time, we had a period of moral science every day. So, but
Hmm.
I don't think that this moral science is as a subject. It's not taught anywhere in the schools, right?
Yes, actually it is. It is in some school, but it is not in at the level of compulsion, we can say. Nowadays, the moral science has taken the place with the subject moral values. It is also
Yeah,
considered as Naitik Shiksha. But
yeah,
what is there? Though it is just taught to students in the form of story only. Nowadays sometimes education is in that manner that we just say the story, and these stories are totally common moral sense that
right,
teaches
right.
something about
Yeah,
any good deed. But previously when we were teaching, when we were just getting values of our history man, like our great persons,
yeah,
we can say that Lala Lajpat Rai and Rani Lakshmi Bai, Bhagat
yeah.
Singh. So many warriors were there. But nowadays it is not like that. It is only
Yeah.
for the namesake. Yeah.
Yes, yes, for the namesake only, yeah. But this,
Yeah.
no, everything should be taught in the childhood days. If somebody
Yes.
has grown up that time, we can't teach those values to inculcate, sorry, to
Hmm.
inculcate
Yeah.
character. It is very difficult at this grown up age, I mean to say. So at an early age, every child should know about it. How the child would come to know about these values? I think the teachers, and it's a duty of the teachers and parents as well, okay, to teach them of the values. And these values are something, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Actually, I think that nowadays people are also not interested in talking about these moral values. Previously, what happened, if you would have listened, in our days, children used to say, गली गली में सांप है, झूठ बोलना पाप है, और नदी किनारे सांप है, झूठ बोलना पाप है,
yeah,
like that.
yeah, so very
This
same,
type
yeah.
of. But nowadays, people, children are talking nothing like that. They are
No,
always busy in gadgets. They are always busy in making their on ideas, on work, on
Yes.
assignments. They are
Yeah.
not learning any good dates. They are not thinking that whatever they are doing, are they doing good or are they doing bad? Means
Yeah. Correct.
whatever they are doing, they are not in result way. They are not
Correct.
producing any result, and even they are not respecting their elders. uh,
Yeah.
Means mostly people have to say that now your elders are here, your guests are here, so you have to wish them. They don't want to wish by themselves.
Right, right. Of course, there are so many things. The child should be taught from the very beginning.
Hmm.
Like, don't tell a lie. We should not tell a lie. These are the some values. Like, please, if you are not in the room, then switch off the fan, switch off the lights. If somebody is not using, okay, then
Hmm.
turn off the tap. Then like turn off the tap, and be polite, be courteous to everybody. And
Hmm.
like a person should be like when grown up. I mean to say when a grown up. See, somebody is learning from his very childhood, and when that same person has grown up, then that time he should be able to make fair judgments. What is right,
Really.
what is wrong, what is, and like he should be so empathetic with everyone, and with those should be compassionate, should be able to judgment, give a fair judgment. And what is right,
Yeah.
what is wrong. So a person should know at least these kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, previously, whenever any new admission used to come in our class, so I teacher just told us that this is the new one. This is like your friend, and you have to provide every kind of help to her. But
Yes.
nowadays, what happened? We are just pulling leg of each other's.
Correct.
They are creating bully, and
Yes.
this bully sometimes it creates such a bad situation that some youngsters just compiled to take suicide also. So really it is
Yes,
really
yeah,
a bad thing.
yes, definitely. These kind of incidents they are frequently. They happen, sometimes. We
Yeah.
see while watching the news or in the papers, we read such a lot. So if I
Hmm.
tell you, like in my childhood, there was a book, of ours, that book was related with the moral values. I mean to say, with
Hmm.
the subject moral science. So in that one, there was a lesson of Munshi Premchand, and that story's name was Eidgah. Okay, and then eat
Hmm.
the story, and there was an incident I would narrate you that related with the moral values. So there was a small child, he went to watch a fair. So in
Hmm.
that fair, what he was, there were many toys and swings and all that, merry-go-round, and so many things to eat. So many of his friends were doing the same. Like they were playing, and they were buying something to eat, balloons and so many toys. There were many
Hmm.
shops. So what he thought, see, just see what the child did. He had few amount of money, but what he did, he didn't buy anything for himself, like no toys. He did not go for any swing. What he did,
Hmm.
he thought of buying a pair of tongs, for his granny. Okay.
Hmm.
He thought, why should I not buy a pair of tongs for my granny? Because he was that is granny. When she make chapatis on the chula,
Hmm.
and making the flipping the chapatis, her fingers would get burnt. So
Hmm.
he thought of buying that pair of tongs, and he went home with that tongs, and his granny was so happy because see that child, he learned moral values in his very childhood. So
Really.
almost all his Premchand stories were related to these high values, moral
Yes.
values. Yeah.
Yes.
So these are some good habits, and the children should be taught at very beginning, like to, as you mentioned also, to respect the elders. Okay, and see those things what we did in our childhood. I am saying like touching the feet of the elders. Okay, and
Yeah.
I narrate you one small incident. There was a neighbor of mine. So one
Hmm.
distant relative of that neighbor came to their house, and the lady's brother, he was very distant brother of her. He came for some official work. Okay, and as he went out for his official work, the child of her, child asked his mommy that when will he go back? And his
Hmm.
mother is like, why are you asking this? And he was bothered why when he will go back because he didn't knew how whom sorry he didn't knew that who he was. So he
mm,
put up a question in the front of her mummy that when he will go back. And then on the next day she told me that, actually the children are in the habit of living alone with their
yes,
mom and dad. They're not accustomed to living with anybody. They don't have these values. Instead of asking that Mama ji, how are you? From where have you come? Do you need something?
yes.
So yeah, so these are some values that we should be taught in the very beginning, right?
Yeah. Actually, they are not in the habit of, as you would have think that when we were young, before marriage also, uh, means whenever our father just came back from their work,
Yes,
from his
office.
work, so we used to wish them in the morning also before
Correct.
going, and at the evening also as he comes. But nowadays nobody does so this type of custom, nobody
Correct.
follows.
Nobody actually. And our mother also taught us, "Ki beta, your father has come back, go and ask him water or tea, whatever he
Hmm.
needs."
Hmm.
Yeah. And
Yes.
I remember when my father would go to bed, it was my duty, as my mother told me. Okay, when your
Hmm.
father goes to bed, keep water for him and keep a
Hmm.
newspaper because he doesn't get time to read in the newspaper in the morning.
Really,
So
really.
he that so that he may read. So these are some
Hmm.
habits should be like these habits should
Yeah,
be
these are
following the children.
common. These are common habits, and we should teach our children that if somebody comes, we should offer one glass water, whether he is willing or not. But we
Yeah,
should
correct.
offer from our side. We should wish them good morning, namaste, and anything whatever you want to say. But it is our greeting, no, that we should
Correct.
offer to them, because whosoever is coming at your home, he or she could be the form of god as well.
Yes, right.
And it is said that atithi devo bhava, so we should always greet them in that manner.
Correct. So true. Right. I know that, when a person, like when a person is grown with these values, I mean to say from the very childhood, if a person grows into an adult, after growing into an adult, if he has so many values, he or she, and that values are, whether he's not, I mean to say, nothing is mentioning about his values, but from the character itself, we can judge how the person is. Like everything is reflected in his character, right?
Yes,
Those values are definitely, they reflect on his character. So I mean to say, person is very well judged whether a person has some high moral values or not. We can judge very easily by the
really,
by the way how he's behaving, right?
right, ma'am, very right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I would say, but nowadays, why children are not learning? I think nobody has time. Actually, the parents don't have time. They are working. Mothers are also working. But in the olden time, no mother would go out to work anywhere. Actually,
Actually, what
right?
is this? Though parents are spending time with their children, but they don't know that how they should spend the time. Means whatever,
Yeah,
if you are spending 2 hours, 3 hours, that are useless. If you are spending at least 1 hour, and if it is quality times, and then it is
correct.
okay.
Right.
You should
Yes,
spend quality time with your parents. Means if you are just giving them 1 hour, so in 1 hour try to teach them something good, that will be
that's right.
beneficial in that will be benefit for their future.
Yeah. But
Yes,
instead of giving them some lessons about these values, as I mentioned, nobody has time because everybody is
yes.
busy with their mobiles. I've seen, they are so
Mm,
busy with their mobiles. So, like mom and dad, they too have their separate mobile. So nowadays,
mm,
everybody is sitting with their mobile, so they don't have time to give. And at night, actually the mothers, they should tell some like stories to the youngsters, relating with
yes.
values. And the olden times, it was the duty of the grandparents, to narrate some story to the children about these values. But
But
nowadays, I
nowadays
think,
it is not a tradition to live with a joint family, so that's why they are depriving from that.
right, yeah, children are deprived of these values, yeah, actually, yeah.
Mm,
They say if we force children to say sorry, it is seen even in the school. See, many times I've seen, I was also a teacher very long back. So
mm.
sometimes I would say to my children, come on, say sorry to your friend. Okay. That
Yes.
yes, she would never say. Not easily, not
Feel
easily.
ashamed of telling sorry to anyone.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, ashamed of saying sorry. Yeah. Excuse me, sorry, forgive me. So these stuff,
Uh,
they're never on their lips. I've not seen actually.
they don't know. They don't know. Even I am surprised. I had a conversation with one boy, and
Yes.
he was totally unaware what are magical words. So I was totally surprised that though he is in class sixth, yet he doesn't know what are magical words.
Yeah, yeah, yes. So that only you told very true. Like nowadays, don't nobody actually has the time to tell all about those
Yes,
things.
yes, yes.
So when after you come from your school, then what you do? You have sessions?
Yeah, actually, as I came back from my school, come back,
Yes.
so I just had my lunch. After that, I take one session only. Yeah, I
Oh,
know it is not enough, but for my practice, I have to do this much.
yeah, okay. Yeah, we have to do, for the practice. Okay.
Yes.
So, Geeta, I'm done with my session. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am, not at all. But really, it was a fabulous session, and you discussed a good topic. I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Actually, what I had discussed this topic with, I don't remember his name. He's a teacher somewhere. But what
Hmm.
happened? Video of mine, it got, it was in a break. It was breaking every now and then. I mean to say, 5 times it got interrupted. So, but 5 times I was not able to like put it in the right way. So I thought of
Yeah.
making change with you. So yeah, Geeta, had a nice time with you. Bye
Thank
then.
you, ma'am. Really, it was really a good conversation with you. Have a nice day.
Same,
Bye.
same. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.